Welcome to Tokyo, kids. Forget your loud drunken gaijin fantasies of Godzilla and geishas. This city, this throbbing electric heart of Japan, is a beast unto itself. 1 minute you're lost in the neon-drenched alleys of Shinjuku. The next you're kneeling before a centuries-old temple, incense curling around you like the ghosts of samurai past. Join us! You won't find any goddamn Hello Kitty or cosplay cafes on this trip. We're going deep into the belly of the beast. We'll wander through claustrophobic alleys crammed with tiny bars serving yakitori until dawn. Rub shoulders with salarymen drowning their sorrows in cheap whiskey. And maybe, just maybe, we'll start to understand the soul of this city. This isn't your package tour, kids. This is Tokyo, raw, messy, and utterly unforgettable. We begin in Asakusa, a district where the past clings to the present like the smell of incense. The Kamenarimon Gate, a riot of red and gold, guards the entrance to Sensoji Temple. It's a goddamn tourist trap, sure, but there's a reason for it. Look closer, past the selfie sticks and the chattering crowds. Feel that energy? That's the weight of centuries, of prayers whispered and answered, of lives lived and lost under the watchful eyes of the gods. Walk with me down Nakamisidori, the street leading to the temple. Hawkers hawk, tourists gawk, and the air is thick with the smell of grilled mochi and sweet melon pan. You want a plastic katana, a Hello Kitty Buddha? They got it. But look closer, past the kitsch and the souvenirs. This is where Tokyo comes to pray, to give thanks, to remember. We duck into a tiny shop, crammed with lucky cats and Daruma dolls, those wide-eyed figures that stare back at you with a disconcerting intensity. The shopkeeper, a man who looks like he's been carved from the wood of his own shelves, greets us with a nod. No words are necessary. We share a silent understanding, a recognition of the sacred in the mundane. This, my friends, is Tokyo. Forget your Eiffel Towers and your Burj Khalifas. This, my friends, is Tokyo Tower, a monument to Japan's post-war ambition, a steel and concrete middle finger to the sky. We ascend, the city sprawling beneath us like a circuit board, a million flickering lights pulsing with life. Up here, above the clamor and the chaos, you can almost hear the city breathe. From this vantage point, Tokyo is a map of human desire, a testament to our endless capacity for creation and destruction. Look, there's the Imperial Palace. A green oasis in the concrete jungle, a reminder of the emperors who once ruled this land. And over there, the sprawling neon madness of Shibuya, where the youth of Tokyo come to lose themselves in the digital glow. We stand in silence, a couple of ghosts in the machine, watching the sun bleed into the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. Down there, the city roars to life, a symphony of neon and noise. But up here, for a moment, there is only peace. Hold on to your hats, kids, because we're diving headfirst into the sensory overload that is Akihabara, Tokyo's electric playground. This is ground zero for all things anime, manga, and gaming. Forget Times Square. This is a goddamn epileptic seizure set to J-pop. Multi-story buildings scream at you with giant anime girls, their eyes wide and inviting, promising escape, adventure, a world where anything is possible. The air hums with the bleeps and bloops of 1,000 arcade games, each one a portal to another reality. Down a side street, we find a shop dedicated entirely to Gundam models. Rows upon rows of plastic robots, their intricate details a testament to the obsessive nature of fandom. We grab a coffee from a maid cafe because why the hell not? The girls here are dressed in frilly maid outfits, their smiles as sweet and artificial as the saccharine drinks they serve. It's all a bit much, sure, but there's an earnestness to it, a lack of irony that's strangely endearing. In Akihabara, everyone's allowed to be a kid again, to lose themselves in the fantasy, to embrace the weird and wonderful. Night falls on Shinjuku, and the city sheds its skin, transforming into a playground of neon and desire. This is where Tokyo comes to forget itself, to drown its sorrows in sake and lose itself in the embrace of strangers. We find ourselves in Golden Gai, a labyrinth of tiny bars and restaurants, each one a world unto itself. We squeeze into a bar, barely big enough for 10 people. The air is thick with cigarette smoke and the smell of cheap whiskey. The bartender, a woman with a face like a weathered map, pours us each a drink. No words are exchanged, but her eyes tell 1,000 stories. This is a place for secrets, for confessions whispered in the dark, for dreams chased and lost. Outside, the neon signs blaze like beacons in the night, beckoning us deeper into the labyrinth. We stumble past karaoke bars, love hotels with names like Hotel Happy Time and Love in Fantasy, and tiny ramen shops where salarymen huddle over steaming bowls of noodles, seeking solace at the bottom of a bowl. This is Shinjuku, a city that never sleeps, a city that never stops searching for something it can never quite grasp. Even in a city that never sleeps, a city that devours everything in its path, a city that devours everything in its path, there are pockets of tranquility, moments of grace. We find ours in Meiji Shrine, a sanctuary dedicated to Emperor Meiji and Empress Shokin. Step through the towering Torii Gate and you leave the chaos of the city behind. The air here is clean, the silence broken only by the chirping of birds and the rustling of leaves. We walk along the gravel paths, past ancient trees and tranquil ponds. The sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled shadows on the ground. It's hard to believe that just beyond these walls, the city roars. We stop at the main hall, its wooden beams polished smooth by time and prayer. People write their wishes on EMA, small wooden plaques, and hang them on a rack, hoping that the gods will hear their pleas. There's a sense of hope here, a belief that even in the heart of the metropolis, peace can be found. We end our journey in Odaiba, a futuristic island in Tokyo Bay connected to the mainland by the Rainbow Bridge. This is Tokyo's vision of the future, a playground of high-tech entertainment and futuristic architecture. We ride the Yurika Mome, a driverless train that glides above the water, offering stunning views of the city skyline. Our first stop is the TeamLab Borderless Digital Art Museum, a mind-bending experience where art and technology collide. We wander through rooms filled with projections, our bodies becoming part of the artwork. It's a sensory overload in the best possible way, a reminder that even in the digital age, beauty can still surprise us. Next, we pay homage to the giant Gundam statue, a monument to Japan's love affair with giant robots. It's a ridiculous sight, this towering metal behemoth, but there's something strangely awe-inspiring about it, a testament to the power of imagination. As the sun sets, casting a golden glow on the statue, we can't help but feel a sense of wonder. Tokyo. You're a city that defies description, a paradox of chaos and tranquility, a place where ancient traditions collide with futuristic fantasies. You're a sensory overload, a feast for the eyes, a city that never sleeps, never stops moving, never stops reinventing itself. From the neon-drenched streets of Shinjuku to the tranquil serenity of Meiji Shrine, you offer a glimpse into the soul of Japan, a country caught between tradition and modernity. We've only scratched the surface, but that's the beauty of it, isn't it? So until next time, Tokyo, stay weird, stay wild, stay hungry. Kanpai.